Hello, everybody. Star Wars fans, hopefully Bad Batch fans. Hoping that the series has done enough to get you on board so far. The first episode, I think, was one of the most amazing things in all of Star Wars. The last two episodes, they've quieted down just a little bit. It took a little bit of time to let us get to know what's going on and to get to know the characters a little bit more. And I personally appreciate that. Good morning, Eat My Bullets. How you doing today? But this latest episode of the Bad Batch was, I would say for sure, the darkest, or one of the darkest moments in all of Star Wars. I would probably, for sure, the darkest moment in Star Wars animated history. And it was very, it caught me off guard, maybe just a little bit. But I'm glad they went there. I'm glad they went to where they went. Mr. Mo, you haven't watched the episode yet. Yeah, you need to go watch it. You can come back and watch the replay of the live stream. It was good. Here's the thing. It definitely was a setup episode. It let us know a little bit more of what's going on with some of the characters, which is awesome. But it wasn't an episode that had a lot going on. It was definitely more of there's going to be payoffs for the things that happen in this episode going forward. And it set the tone. I mean, I feel like the last couple episodes have really been tone setters. You know, the previous one showing that there's going to be a lot of showing how the Empire builds upon the Republic and how it's different in the last episode. And this one kind of showing that the Empire is willing to do whatever it takes to get compliance from the entire galaxy. And by whatever it takes, I really mean whatever it takes. So that's kind of, it's dark. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to get into some spoilers here in just a second, because there's a particular scene that I really want to talk about. I think it's important to talk about, because there's only been one other scene quite like it in any Star Wars, and it was in a movie. And once again, it caught me off guard, but at the same time, within the story, it really made sense. So in The Force Awakens, towards the beginning, yes, Sonic, yes, that was absolutely dark. In The Force Awakens, one of the beginning scenes, we see Kylo Ren at a village, and he's trying to get information. And he ends up getting all the stormtroopers to massacre and kill everybody in this village. And I assume that if it's the entire village, there's probably children there too. It was pretty dark for the movies, and kind of showed that Kylo was willing to do it. He fully succumbed at that point to the dark side, and is willing to do whatever it takes to comply with his master and to get the job done. And in this one, we see Crosshair with what I'm going to call the evil batch instead of the Bad Batch. Crosshair has some new teammates that are enlisted people that are apparently some of the best soldiers across the galaxy. And Tarkin wants to see if they can develop these elite squads from enlisted people so that he can get away from the contract with the Kaminoans and just start doing enlisted, which we know eventually he does. That the clone program doesn't really continue into the future. So we know we got to get there eventually. And this episode, it tells me a couple things. Tarkin, I'm sure he wants competent soldiers. I'm sure that he wants people that are going to be that are going to have skill. He doesn't want soldiers that are completely incompetent. However, it's more important to him that they are compliant and they do everything that they're commanded than it is for the soldiers to be good at what they do. And he tests this new evil batch with Crosshair as the leader to see if they're going to do what needs to be done as far as from his point of view. So he sends them back to Onderon. They happen upon some of Saw Gerrera's people, and Saw's not there because we know Saw can't be there because he's around for Rogue One and he's around for Rebels. So Saw isn't going to be one of those that are going to get massacred, but they come across a handful of soldiers, but the rest of the people there are just refugees, people that just want safety. They want safe passage to wherever they're going to go. And Crosshair, after they kill the soldiers amongst Saw's people, commands his evil batch to kill the rest of the refugees to complete the mission. One of the soldiers, a soldier that was kind of being a dick to Crosshair earlier, refuses to. This isn't what he signed up for, even though technically it is what he signed up for. He signed up to obey every single command that comes from people above him. And when this member of the evil batch stands up and says, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to kill innocent civilians, Crosshair kills him in cold blood and then commands the remaining members of the evil batch to finish the job. And we see one of the squad with a flamethrower aimed at these refugees, these cowering refugees who pose no threat whatsoever to them or the Empire, huddled in just absolute terror. And we hear the flamethrower, and I think we heard blasters and everything too as they cut away. They don't show it, obviously. It is an animated series, and we know that these members of the evil batch kill these innocent refugees, these unarmed people. And they went there. They absolutely went there, and it just shows that the series is going to show just how evil the Empire is. Because they come off like, when you see the Empire talking about themselves to the normal citizens, they come off as if they are just trying to help the galaxy, that they are trying to have order and a just society that will make everybody safe and that there will be peace. But what they really want is they want complete control over everybody, their actions, their thoughts. And if somebody goes against what the Empire wants, that they will be terminated and they will be destroyed. And I think that this episode did a really good job of showing that the Empire, as much as they may come off as the good guys to some members of society, like people who don't think for themselves, people who only want safety and don't want to think for themselves, those people might be happy with where the Empire is because they don't have to worry about a war, but they're gonna have their lives completely controlled. But anyways, that's what I've got for today. I gotta go get ready for work, which sucks. Not excited about it, but I gotta go there anyways. Anyways, have a great day. Hopefully your day isn't as dark as what it was for those villagers in this episode of The Bad Batch. May the Force be with you all, and we'll see you on the Battlefront very, very soon. Peace.